So I work for an organization called Atlantis Special Economic Zone. We are essentially a development agency, or a developer rather, that develops industrial property which houses green technology manufacturing. So if you think about solar panels or wind turbines, all of these things that are very topical at present in both South Africa and the rest of the world, these things need to be manufactured in specific areas, and we dub ourselves as the most competitive area on the globe to manufacture said components. So the idea is that we incentivize manufacturers to locate inside of the Atlantis Special Economic Zone precinct, and the incentives are usually tax related, but we also have which are under our control, things like a 10% energy reduction, or a reduced lease rate, or something like, or those types of interventions, as I said, which are within our control. Opportunities in the green economy at present. So we approach investors or manufacturers or investment in two manners, or in two ways, both a proactive and a reactive way. The proactive involves a lot of targeting and hunting out of very specific manufacturers. Some of the target sectors or target manufacturing areas are electric vehicles or electric mobility, let's call it that, because I don't want you to think that it's just electric motor vehicles. It's anything that is powered by an electric motor. But battery manufacturers, and then renewable energy technology component manufacturers. Those are also some of the target markets that we're looking at. Then you get the more non-traditional green manufacturers, which are value chain manufacturers. So manufacturers who manufacture components associated to, for argument's sake, say a recycling facility. So a conveyor belt which transports waste from one area to another to be separated could also be welcomed into the Atlantis Special Economic Zone. So really trying to be as inclusive as possible by way of manufacturing investment. Opportunities from the reactive perspective. So what we're finding is a lot of investors who are operating in that renewable energy component manufacturing space are finding us very interesting, or us a very interesting organization to talk to, because we can develop bespoke, let's call it that, facilities within which they can lay down their manufacturing operations. So from a green economy opportunities perspective, I think in summary, the Western Cape government and the city of Cape Town are looking at converting their vehicle fleets into, let's call them, new energy vehicle fleets, predominantly run by electric vehicles or electric motors and batteries. So I think that's quite topical at present, or that presents itself as quite an opportunity at present. But also globally, I think e-mobility is quite high up on everyone's agenda. It's a large contributor to carbon emissions, and I think if you get people off of the roads and out of ICE vehicles, you could reach carbon targets quite quickly. So I think that's quite a credible opportunity. Then there is hydrogen. People are looking at production of hydrogen as an alternative energy supply or source. And obviously the traditional means of solar and wind technology, where, in certain regions or locations or countries, the uptake of said technology is somewhat slower than other regions. So it still presents itself as a very, very good opportunity. So from an expectation perspective, promoting the region, the Western Cape and Cape Town, as a destination for green technology manufacturing is probably my BHAG, my big hairy audacious goal to come out of this E-Fest or the Green Economy Summit, because by crowding in private sector individuals or companies with the capacity to meet a growing green economy demand or green technology demand, and having them exposed to what the city of Cape Town and the Western Cape region has to offer, I think is a sure-footed way of making sure that you build, credibility in the Western Cape and the city of Cape Town's ability to deliver on ease of doing business. So these investors seeing the beauty that Cape Town has to offer, but also being able to just do things in Cape Town slightly easier than you could do it anywhere else in potentially the world, might actually sell us a bit better to people looking for a destination to establish manufacturing facilities. I think, what's surprising for me is that sometimes people dub the green economy as this new economy, this new way of doing, this new economy and this new place or this new thing to chase, right? But the aha moment for me is really that the economy as a whole is making a shift towards green. So you cannot produce things in a environmentally unfriendly manner anymore because the consumer just doesn't want to consume those things. So I think the aha moment for me is that the green economy isn't a thing, it is the thing, right? It's everything. It is embedded in everyday business, the way people just do business. Now people are becoming more conscious of their environmental footprints or their carbon footprints and trying their very best to reduce their footprints and their impact on the environment. And manufacturers are following suit because shareholders like you and I are not only manufacturers, by the way, data centers, data providers, any large corporate is following suit because the consumers / shareholders of those companies are forcing them to do so. So, like I say, the aha moment for me was when I realized that the green economy isn't a thing, it is just the thing, right? It's the economy. It's not something that we're chasing, it's something that is inevitable.